Hi, I am Dr. M.K.Sahani. Today I am going to give you the homeopathic approach to modern civilizations. Now let us see what is civilization. Civilization is a condition of human society marked by an advanced stage of development in the art and science and by corresponding social, political and cultural complexity. Civilization indicates the type of culture and society developed by a particular group, a nation or region, or by any of those in particular epoch. Modern pertains to that the recent or the present. It is characteristic of or things done in a style of contemporary art, music, drama or the like. Present is the era of explosion of information. Information has become a great power. Getting informed is like animating and getting inspired with particular quality or character. Information is the influx of data in a systematized way so that to form a concept. Civilization is very much closely related to the information. Concepts keep changing with the passage of time. Many old theories are now shattered with the new information. Concept is related to image one gathers with accumulated information. Awareness of any facts or situation is closely related to our consciousness. Awareness also changes with the consciousness. Consciousness is the characteristic of vital principle or life governing force. Thus, we find changes pertains to increased consciousness which lies within us. Consciousness has the elasticity of getting expanded. Consciousness pertains to one inclination to know or learn something new. We form ideas with our awareness. Ideas or concepts are individual understanding about the matter or the subject. Basic facts remain unchanged. They are the truth. Truth are dependent on the nature's law which never change. Nature is considered as instinct. It remains unchanged but can be manipulated with our concept. We can see a thing and formulate an idea. This idea is very personal to one who forms. It differs from individual to individual. With understanding among a group, it forms a concept of that type. Concept thus get reflected through the civilization. Let us see with an example. A woman to her son is mother. She is a wife to her husband, sister to her brother, and friend to friend or teacher to her student. Now, mother, wife, sister, friend or teacher are the image of that same lady. These images become concept of our civilization. Basic facts of being a woman remain the same. Some concepts remain unchanged for a longer period of time. Some changes with accumulations of new information. Concept closer to nature or dependent on nature never change. Concept of homeopathy evolved out of nature's of law of cure. Thus, law governing homeopathy are eternal. Barbaric nature of man in the Stone Age and today now in the modern age remains the same. Man used to use stone weapon in those period. Now they have more sophisticated hazardous weapon. Desire to kill, take a revenge remains the same, only it became more dangerous. Concept of homeopathy was sensed much earlier in 420 BC by Hippocrates and again realized by Paracelsus, finally formulated into a system by the Dr. Hahnemann. Homeopathy is now time-tested and passed through many civilizations and proved its efficacy as it was proved by Dr. Hahnemann. Thus, we find homeopathy is quite efficient to cope with the changes in the concept during evolution of civilization in society. Nowadays, value of life is getting more and more priority. Life-related facts are being given more emphasis and value are added. Our awareness and sensitivity are getting increased. We are now getting more concerned about life, the quality of aspect of our life. Homeopathy has the flexibility to be adapted to any equation of symptoms. Disease is considered as group of symptoms. Symptoms equation is changeable. As such, in homeopathy, we consider the symptoms as unfailing guide for selection of symptoms. With the changing scenario of disease, we can remember well that it is only a hide and seek game of Maya. Hydra-headed Sora presents itself in different form at different time as understood by Dr. Hahnemann. We are all aware of homeopathic medicines which were proved during the Hahnemann's time are still relevant today with more information added to them. But in many other medical systems, we find wonders of today become rubbish of tomorrow. Now let us look at the changing scenario on our present civilization state. Our life is becoming more objective based, more concentrated to goal of life. Can we think of Nux vomica to be becoming more relevant? We want to achieve our target anyhow. Is lycopodium not becoming more relevant? Our desire and wishes are becoming more hardened, leading to obstinacy and becoming extremist. It may point us to the lachesis. Materialistic approach to life is fast growing, making bryonia, conium, calculus more useful for the present state of business-minded society. Fast life, rush of the day routine, hustles of activity may demand medorinum and Nux vomica. Fast food, pasta, pizza and burger has now taken place among most of the eatables, demanding pulsatilla, Nux vomica and other to digest them properly. Frustrations, disappointments, despair, failure, grief are fastly occupying as the causation of most of the sickness. Elements being caused by the emotional insult has the great importance in the selection of homeopathic remedy for all fatal diseases. Philosophy of homeopathy make it easily adaptable to derangement of both emotional, intellectual and physical plane of sickness. This relationship of emotion, intellect and physics is not found in any other system of medicines. This is holistic approach to sickness which is becoming quite relevant today. Holistic approach reminds us to the concept of totality of symptoms. Totality of symptoms is the essence of sickness in the very inner plane of life, that is dynamic disturbance in the vital principle. Totality of symptoms in the homeopathy is constituted not on the common symptoms as in other systems, but totality is considered as on the basis of emotional, intellectual and physical trio. Relevancy of vital principle is questioned by many of us. How we are going to constitute the portrait of sickness and explain the life principle itself? How can we think of the holistic concept of life? Simply assembling of the organ together does not create a life. Individual approach to sickness is quite relevant today. Symptoms of the same sickness varies from person to person.